Welcome, Aston Cross One. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Yeah. Hello, beautiful.
Hello, good afternoon.
How are you?
How are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm very well, thank you. Nice to see you. I feel like I haven't seen you since high
Yeah.
school.
Honestly, it's been ages.
It's literally been since high school.
Yes, yes,
That
yes.
is insane. Okay, that's better.
How are you?
Okay, that's better. I'm very well, thank you. How have you been? Where actually are
I'm,
you?
at the moment, I'm in London.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Yes.
I'm so jealous. I'm so
There's a
jealous.
lockdown in SA, isn't it? Isn't there? There's a lockdown in SA right now, right?
Yes, there is. So we're banned from going to a lot of countries. So
I
even if
know.
you want to go anywhere, you have to quarantine and all sorts of things. So it's
Yeah. Because
embassies are not even open. It's that bad.
I hear I hear I hear it's really very bad in SA.
It is. It's
What a
become
shame.
even worse. It's become even worse now. So
Yeah,
yeah, we're back on level 4 lockdown, which
God.
is pretty much ridiculous.
Oh my God.
But yeah, but
Could
we're
could
hanging
could
in
it
there.
could it be because people refuse to take the vaccine?
It's not a people refuse to take the vaccine thing. The way they've been doing it. So um, at the beginning, it was only for 60 and above, and then it
Okay,
went down to 50 and above. And
okay,
then a few days ago, registration opened for 35 to 49 to start
okay.
registering and to start getting vaccinated. So a lot of people that I know finally are getting the vaccine. I'm just kind of chilling a bit because I need to see if people start doing all sorts of crazy things
No,
before.
no, there's nothing. There's nothing. So many of us have taken the vaccine, and there's nothing. There is nothing.
Mm,
Even my 18-year-old is really scared about taking the vaccination, but we've told him that he needs to go and take it because there's
yeah,
nothing. There's nothing.
it's just the side
Yeah,
effects
yeah,
of the
yeah.
vaccines and everything. Yeah, no, I'm going. I'm definitely. I've registered already. I registered the day because I'm finally in that age group. I
Yeah.
registered the day the registration opened. So I'm just going to. I mean, South Africa has been a bit crazy in the past week,
Yeah.
um,
Oh,
with everything that's been going on. So everyone has kind of just been. I've been at home mostly, but then I've had to go out to work and stuff, which is understandable. But there's just been like a heavy tension type
yeah, 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 yeah. We
vibe
hear
everywhere.
so.
So
We hear
it's
so.
been it's been a week. It's been a week
Mm,
and a bit.
mm, mm,
Yeah.
mm.
How have you been?
Fine, thank you. Nice to see you again after
Likewise.
so many years.
It's been, can we calculate?
Ah, uh,
It's
since
almost 20.
yeah, yeah, since the early 2000s
2000 and
and three or so,
two
or
thousand and
2002
three, 2, 3,
or
thereabouts.
4 or 5. Yeah, yes,
Definitely not 5, not 4. I think it's 2003. Hi,
2003.
Gislaine. Thank you. Hi, Stella. Thank you.
Your lovely
Yeah,
friends are
no.
awesome. Thank
Yeah,
you,
they're all joining.
that's
Thank you guys
friend,
for joining. We haven't
beautiful
started the
lady.
conversation yet.
Yeah. All right, so we can start now. So, hello everyone. Thank you as always for joining Adonis Parlor. I'm happy that you found time out of your very, very busy schedule, especially today being Sunday. Thank you
Yeah,
for joining in.
it's a
I'm
pleasure.
happy and highly appreciative of that. So today I've crossed over to Adonis Palo has crossed over to South Africa. We've done the UK, we've done some states in America, and now we're going to South Africa. And with me on the hot seat today is my beautiful
That's a
Adeola
hot seat.
Ariyo. Yes. Adeola,
That's a
welcome.
hot seat. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Adeola,
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank you for having
Adeola
me.
is a young lady. I've been interviewing people in their 50s, but Adeola is in her early 30s, and I'm very, very happy to be interviewing Generation Next. So Adeola, welcome. So
Thank you very much.
Aduni's
Thank you.
Parlor focuses on the African in diaspora, doing great things. Africans in the diaspora who are inspiring people, impacting lives, also giving back to society in some cases, and Adeola Ariyo is one of such people. She is a very, very good representative of the Nigerian abroad, the diasporan,
Thank you.
the Nigerian, the African abroad. So Adeola, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you for
Yes.
having me. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, you're welcome, Adeola. So Adeola, can you just tell us about who you are? Tell us a bit about your childhood and just who you are.
Okay, well, you already know who I am by name.
Yeah.
Nigerian. I do have a bit of Ghanaian in my blood, which I am proud to say every day, especially when Nigeria decides to like embarrass us. So I run to my Ghanaian side from time to time.
Oh, what about the jollof rice issue?
I am not a part of that fight. I am not a part of that fight because all I've known is Nigerian jollof. So I can't even, I'm not taking sides. I know my mother's jollof and I know my jollof, and that's it. That is it. Yeah, so I grew up I was born in Nigeria, grew up in Nigeria and in London, and then found my way back to Nigeria when I was a teenager. And that's when I met you, because I met you in the high school that I was taken to straight from London back to Nigeria with the biggest culture shock of my entire life, because I feel like the year that I was moved from one place to the other was a very critical years for teenagers. So it kind of either makes or breaks you in a way. That's what I feel now that I'm older, looking back.
Yeah.
So I went to Darwin College where you were the secretary.
Yes.
I was a bit of a rebel in high school. I'm sure you can attest to that.
But you and I were very good friends. You always came to me all the time.
All the time.
We had a very good relationship. Yes.
Yes, all the time. And it was quite interesting to go from being in Nigeria from birth up until the age of 9, being in London from 9 up until the age of 16, 15, 16, and then moving back to Nigeria and then being thrown into an environment that I wasn't too aware of at the time, because I left at a young age and then I came at an age where I was growing. So it was kind of a bit of a shock for me. And then on top of it, I was put down a few.
I remember.
Me in a way, because I had to study with people younger than me, and then I grew up with people younger than me. Majority of my friends back home in Nigeria are younger than me, because I grew up in school having to go to classes with people that are younger than me. So after I did like high school, I don't know if I should say, I'll say it. I'll say it. I left Darwin because I got into trouble. I will never forget.
Most children get into trouble, and
no, I'm not even ashamed of it. I'm not even ashamed. It's like a learning curve.
Really.
Yeah. I got into trouble, and then I had to leave Darwin and go to another school for a year. And I had to go into boarding school, which I had never experienced in my life. So that was a bit of a shock as well. But thankfully, my boarding school wasn't too far from home. And it was literally, I wasn't in the woods or anything. Like a typical boarding school in Nigeria. Like I was in Victoria Island. Like the Mint was next door. The cinema was down the road. So it wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. And then when I finished high school, I took a year off, and my plan was to go back to England after high school. But then I decided to stay in Nigeria for a year, and I tried to study French at Alliance Francaise. I think about a few months into that, I was just like, no, this isn't for me. I can't do this French thing. I tried it in high school. I was always bunking classes in high school in Darwin. Like I was always never in class. It was funny for me to now want to learn how to speak French in my spare time. And then while all of that was going on, I was trying to figure out where I wanted to be, what I wanted to do, and everything. And then um, a competition came about where my aunt was like, listen, there's a competition. I think you should go for it because you've already been modeling. I started like modeling when I was in London. I was 13 when I started. So everybody saw me as, the Naomi Campbell, I was
Oh,
tall
yes.
already. I was this height
Oh,
actually
yes.
at
I remember.
13.
I remember once you came to me on my desk and showed me an album.
Oh yes,
Of,
my
yeah,
my
of your
portfolio of my
yeah, your
pictures.
portfolio, yes. And
Yes,
I said I mean, I was so proud of you and I wished you all the best. And
yes.
I now said to you that I'm very, very sure that you'll be a model when you grow because this is what you love to do. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. So, that started at a young age, and then I was automatically sort of thrown back into it because they all believed, oh, you've already started modeling already. You know what
Yeah.
this is. Go for this competition. Let's see what happens. And I was very adamant about it at first because that year was the year that I was supposed to go back to England to start,
Yes.
to go and like start school, college, uni, everything. But I went and I just went because my mom, my aunt, everybody was like, go, go, go. And I was like, okay, you know what? Let me just go. I went and then they loved me. And somehow I ended up representing Nigeria for Face of Africa.
Uh-huh.
Um, and that's how my life kind of just
Changed.
flipped
Yeah.
completely flipped. And my dad was not around when this happened. He was away. And part of my punishment for not behaving.
Yeah.
I was so badly behaved, guys. Like it was actually quite ridiculous.
Let me
They
show
all
you.
went to.
Let me show people the true love,
Oh
the
my
face of Africa.
gosh! Where
That's
did you pull
Adeola.
that
This
up
is Adeola
from?
here.
That was my first magazine cover ever.
Yeah.
Oh
Face of Africa.
wow! And those are the other two girls that represented Nigeria. So three of us represented Nigeria for Face of Africa. That is
Yeah.
insane. I haven't seen that in a long time.
Yeah. What year was this, Adeola?
It was 2005. So I got
2005.
my first magazine cover in 2005. That is wild.
I was so proud of you when I saw this.
Thank
So, so proud.
you. Hey, Boogie. Thank you. So, what was I even saying? Okay, yeah. So it happened, and then just like that, I was on my way to South Africa. Um, my dad didn't believe me at first when I told him that, listen, so I went for this audition. I know I'm not supposed to. I know I'm grounded because I was in trouble.
Yeah.
Um, but I went and they chose me, so I'm representing Nigeria. Like, please stop lying. I'm like, no, 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 I'm being dead serious. Like, it's happening. I'll show you the contract. We needed to sign like a contract.
Yeah.
We needed to all sorts of things. So when I showed him that, he's like, wait, what? I'm like, yeah, I'm going. So I was like, okay, fine. And my dad has always been like my biggest supporter because when I started modeling, I was with my dad when I got
Mm.
scouted, and my dad literally like pushed me and was like, no, 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 go. Like they wanted to take pictures of me. To show the rest of the agency in London. And my dad was like, go ahead and do it. And I was like, oh, okay. So like all my jobs in London, my castings, everything, my dad always followed me. He was kind of like my chaperone because I was underage still.
Mm-hmm.
So when I told him about this, he was like, oh, okay, well, let's see how it goes. But just know that you're still going to England. Once you've done all this, whatever you think this is, you're going to London and you're going to
Yeah.
go back to school. I said, no problem. And I got to South Africa. It was myself and like over 20 other girls from across Africa, and we were all in one big house. And I was just
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, so I am in a house full of girls, which to be honest, I can't deal with. I can't.
And so
I can't.
your privacy was invaded.
No privacy.
Uh-huh.
Everybody wants to be talking, 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 and
Yeah.
I'm not that kind of girl. I'm not your typical girl that I sit
Mm-hmm.
and talk and talk and no. Like I think it's modeling that got me more into like hair, makeup, and everything because I had to do it almost every single day.
Yeah.
So when I got to South Africa and I met all these beautiful women who, thankfully, I'm still friends with a big bunch of them. I realized that, okay, you know what? This is happening and you have to give it your all because not only am I in a foreign country, I don't have
Mm-hmm.
family around me. The only family that I had were the other two girls that came with me from Nigeria.
Yes.
One I knew because of church and like from like a long time ago. So I knew the one very well, thankfully. And then the other girl as well. We kind of like started getting close and started talking and everything. So the competition started, everything started happening. Mind you, all these girls are taller than me. I was one of the shortest girls.
What's
So
your height? What's your height?
I'm 174, so that's 5'8.5". So
Okay.
I mean, in the real world, apparently I'm tall. Apparently,
Yeah, but in the modern world, you are short.
I'm one of the shortest.
Hmm.
So that started playing on my mind and my confidence and everything. Like, okay, how am I going to stand out? One thing that did make me stand out was my walk. I
Hey.
till today have a killer walk. I will pat my shoulders because this is a fact. Um, I have a killer walk, and that made me stand out. And I figured, you know what? If there's anything apart from that, my features as well was
Yes.
my cheekbones were like out of this world, like
Yes. And then
insane.
your neck again.
Yes, I mean, I was slimmer than this. Like, this is what, how many years ago? About 16 years ago, you know? So, like, I
Wow.
was tiny. So everything was so structured and all. So I was just like, okay, you know what? Like, don't even think your competition is in this room. I had to tell myself that. From a young age, I told myself that no one is your competition but
Yeah.
yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to keep that in mind. I kept that
Yeah.
in mind and I was like, you know what, do your best and whatever happens will happen. And lo and behold, the competition happened. They were kicking people off. I was still there. Kicking people off. I was still there. Kicking people off. I was still there. Top 10. I'm still there. I'm like, oh, okay. By top 10, by then, I was like, okay, it seems as if my life is not going to be exactly how I had planned for
Was
it to
this was
be.
this the Face of Africa competition?
Yes,
Okay.
the Face of Africa competition.
Mm.
And then the top 10 happened, the finals happened. My dad surprised me in Johannesburg, Sun City, for the finals, which was quite amazing because when I left, we were not on the best of terms because I was literally, when I say rebel, I was just a
Mm.
lot. So I
Yeah.
was shocked to see him there. He came and he came and
Yeah.
I literally heard like I heard his voice in the crowd as I was walking down the ramp. And I was just like, this man.
Oh.
So that was really, really amazing to
Oh.
experience
I know
and
your
to
dad.
have
Your dad is a happy-go-lucky, jolly fellow.
my
He,
dad is
he's
the best. He is the most
yeah.
amazing
Yeah.
human being ever.
And
He's
he's
like,
very popular. He's a very popular.
oh, tell me about it.
He
I
is
can't go
right
anywhere
now.
with my dad.
He's on a live show, so he's not watching this. But he would it's recorded. Your dad he's doing a live show right now as we speak.
Imagine.
Yeah, he is. He's on Instagram doing a live show as we speak. I
I don't
was
even follow him. I don't follow him. I don't think he follows me because I'm just like my dad cannot even see my Instagram. So let's just leave it as is. Let's leave things the way they are. Daddy, stay there, do your day. Let
yeah,
me just day my day, you know. But like, yeah, no, my dad is amazing and he's been supportive from day one. Day one. My dad has always been the kind of
yes.
person that will tell you that, okay, you know
Mm-hmm.
what, you want to do this, okay, fine. But I feel like this is how it should be. But if you feel like you still want to do it, go ahead and do it anyway. And if you
Mm-hmm.
don't succeed, I'm still going to be here for you regardless.
Hmm.
So that was something that really, really pushed me and kept my momentum going, made me the
Yeah.
woman I am today because I am free. Like my parents, I'm different. I'm so open to them. I'm free. I can do whatever it is that I feel is right. I'm not just going to do anything just because I know that, oh, my dad is like, no, no, no. It has to be, hi, Titi. Thank you. It has to be, you know,
Yeah.
within some sort
And
of,
your parents support you. They support you. You're very
absolutely,
lucky. You're very
absolutely.
lucky because Nigerian parents or African parents generally, when you say you want to become a model, I mean they say no, go to school, go
Yeah,
to this,
yeah,
that. You have to go to school, you have to get a degree. And I also
yeah.
noticed that was it last year or during the was it 2020 or 20 was it the beginning of this year or 2020 or 2019? I saw you in a graduation
It
gown
was
catwalk.
last
You were
year.
catwalking from one place to the other.
Yes.
Yes.
I was.
What did you graduate in?
I got a degree in criminology and psychology.
Oh my God.
I did a double major, criminology and psychology.
Wow, that's good.
And I mean, it was one of the things that my dad told me, like, okay, if you're going to stay in South Africa, make sure you go to school and make sure you get your degree. And I said, okay, fine, I'll do that.
Typical
I
African
didn't,
parents.
I'm sorry.
I said typical African parents.
Exactly. But I was just lucky enough to have the ones that understood the line of work that I found myself in. It's not, because this isn't something I chose. This found me, and I just kind of adapted to the career. Because from the beginning, when I started or when I got scouted, it was not like, oh, I want to model, daddy. No, they came to me. So it was not like something that I from a young age, I said, oh no, I want to model. That's what I want to do. That's what my career is going to be. Like, that's not even, I wanted to be a lawyer. I wanted to study law. You know, that was my first choice. So the way everything just happened, and I feel like that's how I live my life now. Like I wouldn't say go with the flow, but whatever happens, okay, it's happening. Make the most of it. And if it doesn't work out, while it's not working out, something else is going to come. That's what life is about. I don't believe in, oh, it's like this tunnel vision, because then you're missing things on each side, because you're literally focused on just like, oh, this is all I want to do. And from a young age, I've been that kind of person who just does whatever it is they want to do. Like that's just me. That's just me, you know.
So let me take you back to, sorry, I interrupted you. You were saying that during the competition you heard your daddy's voice in the crowd. So how did you feel when you heard his voice in the crowd? The Face of Africa competition,
I had to hold back my tears because everything that happened, not even a year prior to me being on that stage, you know, my dad disappointed that I got chucked out of one school and I had to go to another school, you know, all of that. And I was just like, at the end of the day, like, it's life, like things happen. I'm not an angel, and I'm not going to pretend like, okay, you took me from Nigeria, took me to London. I grew up with like troublemakers, basically. Like my high school was full of troublemakers. Before I left high school in London, I knew a few people that were already in jail from my school. So not jail, juvenile, they'd been arrested and all these things, you know? And I was just like, okay, that was even where everything started, because in their mind, they're thinking, oh, you're hanging out with these people, that means you're doing the same thing, which is never the case with me. I can be in the middle of madness and I will not be involved in that madness. You know, like, even with school, I finally graduated. It took me longer than I had thought it would.
Could that be the reason why your daddy brought you back to Nigeria?
It was absolutely the reason why he brought me back to Nigeria. He was like, so because he was moving back to Nigeria, and the option to leave me in London was there, but then he was like, no, you get into so much nonsense that I can't leave you with anyone. You're coming back. It's a typical African parents thing to do. When your child is in trouble, you bundle them back to and that's exactly what happened with me. I got bundled. I got bundled back to Lagos. And to be honest, I am not mad at that at all. I'm not mad at that, because I don't think I'll be where I am right now.
Yes.
If I stayed in London,
it kind of formed your character into a good person.
Absolutely. Because if I stayed in London, I would have only known the people that I was going to school with.
Yes.
A lot of them had kids way before we were 20.
Oh my God.
You know, so I feel like if I had stayed there, I'm not saying I would have followed that path, but it would have had a big influence on how my life would have been.
Who knows?
So you never know, you know. You never know. So that absolutely, I got bundled back to Nigeria because I was badly behaved in London. Truly. And I never like try to like sugarcoat things. I tell people exactly how it is, because people need to understand that life is life, and we're not all angels, and you can't just.
It's a good testimony.
It is, and it's a learning curve as well. Like it is. my siblings, they know. Like my brother, he's 20. Wow, this boy is, wow, he's 21 now.
Your little
till
brother.
today, yeah, till today, if I give him one dirty eye, he knows not to misbehave, because that's how free we all are with each other. We can be friends and everything, but you're still my younger brother. So if you misbehave, I will check you and
Yeah.
know that when I check you, you need to get your things in order.
Yourself back.
Exactly. And that's how my dad was with me as well. So
Yeah.
I'm very, very grateful for the decision he made actually to take me
Yeah.
back to Nigeria. I'm
Yes.
very, very grateful. Very.
Yeah. Yes. Quite a lot of African parents do it to their children who are misbehaving here in the UK or in anywhere abroad.
Yeah.
And they just send them back. And most times it works.
It does work most times.
Maybe like 95, well, should I say 90% of the time it works. When
exactly.
Look at somebody like Seal, for instance. I don't know what his story was, but he was brought back to Nigeria.
And then look at him now.
At a certain time, and look at him now. He's and so many other Africans in the diaspora.
Yes.
I also have a family member too who was brought back to Nigeria because he was naughty and came to Nigeria, went to a very good school somewhere in Ibadan, and he turned out, I mean, if you see this guy, he's so well mannered, so well behaved. In fact, when he was leaving Nigeria, I was crying because he stayed with me. When he was leaving, my heart, I was crying. He was such an amazing human being, very gentle, very kind, well mannered, and this was somebody that they say was troublesome in the UK, and he came to Nigeria and turned out really, really very well. He's such a gentleman now. So most times it works. Most times it works.
Most times, so, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
So Adeola, as a model in South Africa, do you face discrimination as a Nigerian? Because I know there's some kind of beef between South Africans and Nigerians. Nigerians, wherever they go, they always excel. Wherever they go, they always excel. They're always in front.
Yep.
Always excel.
It's in our blood. It's literally in our DNA. Literally.
So do you face such,
absolutely. Not even as a model. Not as a model. Constantly I am reminded that I am not from here. Constantly. I think it's even a daily thing. Like, so that thought is always at the back of my mind that, yeah, it's true. I'm not on my father's land. So, but I mean, I've been to so many different countries, and I can tell you that this country is the one where I am constantly reminded that I am not from here. And I mean, Nigerians, I beg, please, you can't carry your rubbish away. I'm not gonna entertain none of that, because it's not going to take away from my bread. It's not going to take away from the fact that I'm going to excel in whatever it is that I'm going to do. It's all good. It's fine. I'll make the best example. When I became the face of Elizabeth Arden, I felt it. I felt it. In fact, it's not even I felt it.
So out of everybody there, they chose you, the Nigerian, to be the face of Elizabeth Arden. That was a very big one.
It was a very big one. It still is a very big one. And I feel like it just boils down to the way Nigerians are in general. Like, we are so confident. We excel in everything that we do. We are smart, intelligent people. When you're faced with like all sorts of trials and difficulties, we find a way to step out of it, come out of it shining, regardless of whatever the case is. So when that happened, I mean, they obviously had other girls that they were looking at. Till today, I only know one girl. I don't know who the other girls are or where they're from. So for them to have chosen me was amazing. And I will never let anybody make me feel bad for being the face of that brand in this country, which they did try to do at some point, because there was a whole Twitter thing. And for the first time, because I'm very vocal and I will not shy away from telling you my mind. I was advised not to say anything on social media, because now obviously I'm the face of a brand, all of that. So I was just like, I was quiet. So there was a big debate on the whole, let me explain this thing perfectly. So Elizabeth Arden is a global brand.
Yes.
They came to South Africa, and there was a girl who I love dearly, who was the face of Elizabeth Arden for South Africa.
Yes. Was she white or
When
black?
black girl,
Okay.
she
Okay.
was the face for South Africa. So
Okay.
when they approached me, they wanted me to be the face for Africa, meaning South Africa, Nigeria, Mozambique, Kenya. The list goes on, you know. So I was not
Yeah.
just going to be for. So please let me shine in the fact that I am just not for one country. I am representing a lot of countries in Africa. Hence the reason why I am the first face for Africa. That's how they started attacking me. Somebody posted it. Oh, Adeola Ariyo, the first face for Elizabeth Arden, Africa, blah, blah, blah. People just started coming left, right, center. What do you mean? This person from this country was. Why are you coming for me? Why are you coming for me? It is the fact. And I don't even care what anyone will say till today. I'm not taking away from her what she achieved, but fact. I was the face for different countries in Africa.
Mm-hmm.
It became
Mm-hmm.
a thing. Oh, Nigeria. Oh, so stupid. Did this. Go back to your country. Then it started becoming a whole thing. I'm like, please, calm down, because my own bank account is fat. So whatever you say, it's not gonna shake me. You guys can
I
fight your
wonder.
fights there. No, it's true, because it's like, why are you gonna take away from an achievement that I made, like that I got? Like, I don't understand. Like, do you think I just sat somewhere and I just spoke to someone somewhere and told them, oh, I want to do this? No, like, all my hard work led to me becoming the
Yeah.
first face for Elizabeth Arden in Africa, not just
Wow.
South Africa. You know, so that for me, thank you.
Achievement
That
for
for
a
me
young
was
girl.
like, it was, you know, and also because I was not home, I was here, you know,
Yeah.
so, and then the fact that it was a Nigerian, and it's just like, guys, like, please, first of all, if majority of you actually took your brains outside of this country and went to other places to see how other Africans function and stuff like that, the fact that it's a Nigerian should not bother you. The fact that
Uh-huh.
it's a black person should be the reason why you're like congratulating
Oh
me. But
yes. Oh
because
yes.
if I was not Nigerian, I don't think I would have gotten that much. So
Oh, that's
anything tiny, the moment Nigerian is there, it's automatically a bad thing.
yeah.
They just assume we're all the same. And I have to like be like, listen, sweetie, where I'm from, my house is huge. There's driver, there's cook, there's everything. I didn't come here to come and suffer. Don't think I'm here because I don't have any other options. So don't try and make me feel bad for being here. I am
Mm.
here because the clients love me. I am making my money, and I will not leave a place that I am making
Because of
money because of other
because of
people.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't. So when a
See,
lot of people ask me, like,
someone
why are
is
you still
saying
there?
someone
Hate,
Rolly Peters
hate
121 is
drives.
saying hate drives us Nigeria, and it's true. But how did your parents feel when you became the face of the ambassador for Elizabeth Arden? How did your
They were
parents?
so proud. They were so proud of me, because prior to that point, it was always, Adeola, you need to finish school. Oh yeah, move back home. What are you still doing there? Come home, come home. I'm like, guys, come home and do what?
Anyway,
Sit
you
where
have
there's
finished
no
the school. You
light.
have finished the school now. Have you handed the
I
scroll? Have
haven't
you
been,
given it to your
not
dad?
yet. They've seen it. So I'm like, there you go.
No, you need
It's
to give
here
it to your
now.
mom or your dad. Let them keep it for you, so that
They'll frame it.
they will let them frame it.
Right?
So I want to also
Exactly.
ask you. I also want to ask you during the xenophobia era. I think that was in 2018, 2019.
20, oh gosh, it was 2009. That was the first time I experienced it. I think 2008, 2009, that was the first time I experienced it. And then every year there's always something. Even just
So
on Youth Day, just now last month, Youth
yeah.
Day for South Africans, somehow it was get rid of the foreigners, you know. So we're always constantly reminded that, you know,
So
and I'm
where are
like,
you actually this when these things happen? Do you have to hide away, or you just go
hi,
about your
no,
just go
no,
about
no.
your normal day? the duties?
No, I'm in my house, far away from everything, usually very, very far away from everything. The only one
Anyway, the
time that
place
I was
where you
very
live,
close.
I think the place where you live is different from where all those things happen, right? I mean, I
Not, I
don't really
mean,
know
it
South Africa very well.
predominantly it happens in Johannesburg,
Okay,
predominantly. But then
okay,
you get, sprouts of it in Durban, a bit in Cape Town, but it's usually like in the townships, mainly in the townships. In Joburg, it's the townships, the CBD. But the difference between Cape Town and Johannesburg in terms of the CBD being the Central Bureau District, um, I live in the CBD, but I can never live in the CBD in Joburg because it's completely different in
okay.
terms of how, like, CBD in Joburg and Cape Town are completely two completely different things in my opinion. So I never really experienced it. There was only one time that I had to shoot in a township right after xenophobic attacks had ended.
Just
So
ended.
I was in Nigeria. I landed straight from the airport and I had to go into Alexandra Township in Johannesburg to do a photo shoot in the middle of. So I was freaking out because I was like, oh my goodness, I hope nobody speaks to me and then I can't respond because they're speaking their language and I can't. And then they're like, oh my gosh, where are you from? So I was like, guys, I hope you understand and realize that this environment right now for me is not the one, but I will do what I need to do. But please make sure I am safe. Please. Because I can't be telling mommy and daddy that I want to go and shoot.
Honestly,
So, like, I mean, what?
honestly,
Well, how
yeah.
am I even going to explain to them that, stop, daddy, by the way, even though I know there's xenophobia, I carried myself to one township to go and shoot to. Like, how? How am I going to, how's I going to
Wow,
explain that? So it was a very, very freaky
wow.
period for
Interesting,
me. Yeah. Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, so let me ask you this question now because um you are skinny
I'm
and
not skinny, or
anymore.
even that. Anyway, continue. No way.
I'm going to ask you about
Continue.
old-fashioned parents like us, old-fashioned
Mm-hmm.
mommies and daddies like us. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, how do you react to when they say, oh, Adeola, try and eat a bit of food? Because I remember I sent you a message like that once. I can't remember the response you gave me. So how do you cope when, because I'm sure some of your aunties in Nigeria, I'm sure, say, Adeola,
Yeah, it's
eat more
boring.
food now. You are too skinny.
It's so
What,
boring.
how do you answer those kind of?
It's so boring
I can see the answer
because
on your
when I
face.
tell
Just
you
the
that
look.
when I was younger, okay, my mother, right?
Yes.
When she was my age, she was smaller than me now, and she had
Yes.
already had me.
Hmm.
People need to understand that body types actually exist. I will eat from morning till night. Nothing is showing. Now that I'm older, I'm eating from morning to night, and I can see the Ghanaian side of me popping out here and there when my bum and everything gets bigger. Just because you're seeing me from here to here does not mean something isn't going on behind me. Do you know what I mean? So it's a
Yeah.
body type thing. So
Yeah.
they need to just open their minds to understand that people are different. These are the same
Mm-hmm.
people that'll come back and tell you, when I was your age, I was slender now. So then leave me
True.
then, because I'm slender now. So let me enjoy my slenderness. Okay?
That's the truth.
It's
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
truth because I've not
Yeah.
had kids yet. I don't know what my body is going to do once I have kids. I know people who were tinier than I am and they've had kids now and they're not as tiny anymore. So that whole body shaming thing of you need to eat. How do you know I don't eat? I'll wake up
Is your
at
mom
10
is your
p.m.
mom
and
still tiny? Is
my
your mom
mom
still
and
tiny?
I are literally the same from here all the way down to our waist. And then she's got hips because she's half Ghanaian. So she has that body type. But from here down here, we wear the same size. So in
Okay.
my mind, and she doesn't work out. Now imagine me, I work out. Oh, okay. Let me not lie. I haven't worked out in a year. Andre, I'm sure you're still watching it. But when I do work out, like my tummy is as flat as can be. I'm toned, I'm everything. So people just assume that you're not eating. Models eat the most. Let me not even let Models eat a lot. We eat a lot. Apart from those who feel that they need to stay a certain size and they have to do certain things, which I do not agree with. But those are the people in, like, Europe or in America, wherever. In Africa, you can't be
Yeah.
too skinny. You cannot be too skinny because then you're not representing the African. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I will eat my pounded yam at 10. I will eat my pasta at 11, and I will still be like this. Before, when you called me, I was like, I'm just finishing. I was eating pasta. Like, people shouldn't even get it. Don't get it. Don't even get it
Ma-
twisted. And I was an athlete.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was an
yeah. I
athlete.
remember.
So exactly. So, and I used to sprint. I represented my school,
Yeah,
our school. You know,
yeah.
I was a full-on athlete. So how am I supposed to, how's my body now supposed to suddenly be like, oh, okay, you need to put on weight now when I have like muscle memory that's on point. Like if I go to the gym now within a month, you see a difference. You can see, you know. So like I'm not gonna now be like, oh, just so that I'm accepted as a woman, I must make sure that my collarbone is see, let it show. This is my decolletage and it's beautiful. Don't now body shame me on some because your collarbone is showing, you're skinny.
Yeah, yeah,
You know, and
yeah,
body types, we have different body
yeah,
types, and that's just
yeah.
it. That's it, really. That's
Yes.
it.
Yeah. So I was going to ask you, in this your career, do you face any form of sexual harassment from
I've never,
oh, okay.
I've never. And I think firstly, you can't even try with me. If I'm not smiling, you think I'm about to beat you. Like so
Yeah, no nonsense girl.
seriously. If I don't smile, like so many people like who meet me sometimes say, "Oh, we weren't too sure because you know you just sometimes you look like a bit of a B word," and I'm just like, just because I'm not smiling, I don't have to smile. Why am I showing my teeth every? I don't understand. Smiling so I could be getting wrinkles for no reason. No, I'm not smiling just because. Like, and I've never experienced that, thankfully. Um, and I feel like it's because I one, I'm a very mature person and I have been from a very young age. So if I'm in a space with people I don't know, for instance, when I'm shooting, especially when it's a one-on-one photographer and model only, which I've had to do several times, where it's I do my makeup myself, my hair, because we're doing a test shoot or whatever. I let you know that from my energy and everything, my aura, you will know that you cannot mess with me, like point blank, period. Like I've always had that don't mess with me type persona about me. It's only when you get to know me that you realize that I'm goofy, funny, I'm playful, all those things. But that's
Yeah.
just me protecting myself and my space and my
You know,
surroundings. That's it.
one thing I like about you, Adeola, is that in spite of the height you have attained, you are still very down to earth. You're
Thank you.
still the Adeola, the young, and the girl that one used to know, you know. You are still that, I
Thank
mean,
you.
talking to you, I mean, it's obvious that you're still that same Adeola from home. Well-grounded girl, well brought up and
Thank
all that.
you.
Then I was
Thank
going to
you.
ask one other question, which is rampant in your industry, the issue of drugs. You know,
Mm.
yeah. So, I mean, how have you been able to cope with that?
Sorry, I just want to read this. I like that
Yeah.
you use the word thankfully because harassment does happen, and to the best of to those we don't expect when to we only get to know after. Yeah, this is very true. This is very, very true. I
Yes.
have just been thankful enough not to have gone through anything like that. Like
Anything, yeah.
even in my normal life as well. Like I am just I have anything, jackpot, I'm running. Like seriously. Seriously.
Can you still speak
And
Yoruba? Can you speak Yoruba?
kind of. I mean, not kind of. I can, but it's not as strong as it used to be. And back then, it wasn't that strong anyway.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
learned Yoruba a lot more when I was here because I started watching Yoruba movies on YouTube with subtitles. So like I would continue to understand
Who's
because
your favorite? Who is your favorite Nollywood actress
oh
or
my
actor?
gosh, I don't even Funke number one, Shafi
Funke,
Bello number two, Akindele.
Funke Jennifer.
Yes, I love
Oh,
her.
Funke is my number one.
I love her. She is
She's
hilarious.
crazy.
She is
She's
hilarious.
a mad human being. She's crazy. That her Jennifer
Shafi
Diary.
Bello as
Sometimes,
well.
oh, Shafi, I like
I
Shafi
love
Bello too.
she I
Shafi is
look up to her so
classy.
much.
She's
Very,
classy.
very, very. She's the
Classy,
kind
yeah.
you know what? It's funny. I see myself in her. I see like when I'm her age, I feel like I'm going to be like her.
You like,
She's free spirited. She doesn't
oh, yeah.
care. She oh my gosh, I love her so much. I
She's a
love
very
her.
good. But then
And
you
she's
also
amazing.
Yeah. You mentioned that you're going into television. Is it hosting or acting?
TV presenting. So I've actually
Okay.
I've started that already.
Okay.
I have a show on DSTV on this new channel called Honey. It's on
Okay.
173 DSTV, and it's a
173.
hair, yes, 173, channel 173. And it's a hairstyling competition show. So I'm like
Okay.
the TV host for that show. I'm the host for the show basically.
Oh, that's good.
Um, and season one wrapped up a few months ago, and production
Okay.
of season two is already happening, and then it will start airing later on in the year. So I've kind of transitioned into that, and that happened so quickly. I didn't see it coming. It just happened, and boom, like,
Yeah, because you're a public figure, so it's easy for you to just,
thank you.
gravitate into any other field you want to go into, really.
Absolutely.
But it's
And it's
still in the
something,
same, yeah.
it's
Go
in the
on.
same field, but it's
In the same
something
field.
that I've always wanted to do, but I just didn't know how it was going to happen because, and this is the reason I'm going to say this, and in this country, it is very hard as a foreigner to break into anything. It's almost like once you reach a certain level. My friend actually made this example, and she made so much sense. It's like, this is it, right? So you climb, 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 and then you're here, and then you can't go past
Yeah.
because they give themselves everything.
Yeah.
I've tried to do certain TV things, and I couldn't because they won't say it, but I know that that's what it is.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
this TV gig because it's a Pan-African TV channel, and they were looking for Pan-African TV hosts and presenters or whatever, So it's that thing of you want to propel, but then
You just,
you keep
yeah.
constantly.
Yeah.
So right now it's in my mind to do, but I feel like I will excel in it a lot better in Nigeria, which is where I'm making my way into eventually. Not right now. I'm still sorting things out here, doing a few things here, but that's my ultimate goal, to go back home
Yeah.
and do everything that I want to do back home. Like, even people
Yeah.
tell me, oh, you should start an agency, do this. I'm like, yeah, I will, but I'll do it for my
Yeah.
own people. I'll do it for
Yeah.
my people because,
Yeah.
I mean, why not? You should always never forget where you're coming from, no matter
Mm-hmm.
how far you go in life. And I truly, truly believe that it will be more beneficial for me and of me to be in Nigeria doing these things for the young girls and boys in
Oh
Nigeria,
yeah.
because I
Oh
have
yeah.
all the experience. I have over 2 decades of experience in this industry. So
Yeah.
like I can go back home and do that there where people understand me and I understand people.
Yes.
Not the one that
Yeah.
you're snubbing me because you be smiling, when I speak, hi, how you doing?
I know.
But no,
I
then
know.
when you now hear that you're Nigerian, then suddenly people are backing away, and it's just
I
like, yo,
know. I
calm
know.
down, like relax.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
she's a one on the side.
Yeah,
Yes,
let's
I
let's
say
go to
yes.
the comments section. See, Esso
Oh
of
yes,
Life. Yeah, honey is very
very
Pan-African.
Pan-African.
Yeah,
Absolutely, it's a
yeah.
Pan-African TV channel that is amazing, and it showcases
Okay, she watches
Africa
you.
in different.
She
Yes, she
watches
does.
you. Does.
Yes, she does. She does. She
Esosa
does.
is my darling. She even helped me with advertising this your interview.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you, Esosa. Thank
She's
you.
a
Thank
she's
you
a
so
brand
much.
specialist.
Oh, really?
She's a brand specialist, yes.
Where's
Yeah.
Esosa based?
In Nigeria.
Oh,
Esosa,
lovely.
answer yourself. She's asking.
She's probably still typing.
Yes.
She's probably
Yeah.
still typing. She's
She's
probably
based
still
in Nigeria.
typing.
Yes.
Nice.
She's
So
a
we should
top-notch,
connect then.
yes, she's a top-notch brand person. Then Kenny
Lovely.
Diva. Kenny Diva is one of the Kenny Diva and her twin sister were the first people that I interviewed on Adonis Palo, and
Okay.
she's also into fashion. She's a fashion diva. She and her
Oh,
sister.
lovely.
They
Lovely.
own Nigeria Concepts. So
Ejire.
Ejire Concepts. They're
Okay.
twins. Yeah. So she says, I like that you use the word thankfully, because harassment does happen, and to the best to those
We don't expect.
we don't expect went through it. We only
It's
get to
true.
know after the fact.
It's
And then
true.
she says, yeah, you're down to earth and witty.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much, Kenny.
Congo
Thank you.
Heritage Month says down to earth times 1,000.
Thank
I
you.
love your energy by Style by Mixie. Quite a lot
Thank
of,
you.
yeah, Adeola. Very, very, very nice. Very nice.
Thank you.
Very nice interview. I'm really happy that this is really, going well. So, do you miss home?
I do. Every
What do you
single
miss
day.
about home? What do you miss about
Food, food,
the
food,
food,
food.
right?
I
Isn't
miss
there
the
suya?
food.
Isn't there
Where,
suya
here,
in
where? Everything in
South
this
Africa?
country that they make, I'm sorry, I've not seen something that's like, okay, this is, you know, when you're from Nigeria, you know that oh, jollof rice is meant to taste like this, or
Mm-hmm.
this efori is meant to taste like this, you know, because we can't get the right, proper, freshest ingredients in South Africa. It's only now that we're getting them, but then also they've traveled away, so it's not still gonna be, it's all frozen
Yeah,
or this or that,
they
you know.
put some kind of um, um, chemical in it to make it last long.
You see, so
And
it's not the
that
same.
also prevents rodents and insects from getting
Yeah,
in. So they have to
so it's
drop
not the same.
that ingredient in it. So
Hmm.
somehow, when by the time it gets abroad, it doesn't taste the same.
It's not the same. Like I've never had plantain that takes God knows how long to ripen. Like what are we doing? And for more, that's like dehydrated. Like I'm just like I want my mommy's food. I miss my family, obviously. I miss my family. I
Mm,
miss my friends. I just
mm,
miss being at home. Although being at home for me is never longer. The longest I've stayed in Nigeria ever since I left Nigeria was a month. And I promise you, I nearly died because I was just like, what on earth is this madness?
mm.
And it's just coming from a place where there's comfort. I'm
Yeah, I know.
I'm not scared that if I don't iron my clothes when the generator is
Yeah,
on, I might not be able to iron it in the morning, or I might not have power to like charge my phone. It's just the tiniest little things, or you
yeah,
know, taking a shower and then the water just stops. It's just
yeah,
those little things, and
yes,
also me not being as independent when I'm at home, because when I'm at home, I have to obviously be in my father's house.
yes.
So there's also that, and there's the fights there. We are constantly. I'm like, Daddy, you need to understand that
And you have to
I
get up
live
at a particular
alone.
time. You can't
You
stay out
know,
late. Yeah,
and you can't just leave
yeah,
when you want to, and it's
yes,
all those things. So
yeah,
I do Nigeria in bits, like 2 weeks.
yeah,
You know, here, there, whatever. But right now, I feel like the way Nigeria is set up right now, apart from all the madness that's going on in Nigeria, in terms of like my age group and what people are doing and achieving in the country, it's this is
yeah,
like the right time to be in Nigeria, because people are, if Nigeria could function as a collectively function well as a country, we can do so much and achieve
yeah,
so much more. But to see people still achieving things regardless of the situation the country is in
yes.
is so inspirational. And it majority of
True,
the times I'm like,
true,
I
true.
need to be home. I need to be home, you
Yeah,
know. And also there's money
yeah.
in Nigeria. There
Oh,
is money in Nigeria.
yeah.
There's money in Nigeria, you know. So
Well,
it's like I need to tap into that.
well,
I
if
need
you
to
say
tap into
so.
those riches. I know there is. It's
Yeah.
all about contacts. I believe you
Yes,
have the
yes,
right
yes.
contacts, and
No,
anything will
true,
be
true,
fine.
true. Yeah,
Yeah,
true, true, true.
absolutely, absolutely.
So, Adiola, based on your story, what advice do you have what advice do you have for young children? Because we have a lot of parents watching us. Parents, this show is basically mainly for people in the diaspora. So I have
Yeah,
quite a number of people in the diaspora, parents in the diaspora watching, and
yeah.
most of them have teenage children. So what advice will you give um, them and how to help their children, based on your own story? You explained to us that you were such a naughty girl when you were, at that. So what advice will you give to such parents, and what advice will you even give to such teenage children?
The first thing that I feel parents nowadays need to understand is that the world that we live in now is completely different from what they lived in, or how
Hmm,
they lived when they were our age.
hmm.
Um, do not limit your child. If your child tells you, Mommy, this, I can't do this, I want to go into arts, or I want to study music, or I want to, whatever it is, be there for them. Because if they can get that kind of support from their parents alone, that's already a boost for them. And it will make them feel like they can actually achieve a lot in life. But if it's like, oh, no, you must finish that degree, you must study medicine, you must, no, because at the end of the day, they will study it and not enjoy it, either drop out
Yes.
and then waste your money because it's your money, waste your money, and then figure out what it is that they want to do. And then it's like pain. And I have a lot of friends that went through this thing. They all studied all sorts of things. And then like year 2, 3, they were like, I can't do this. This is what I really want to do. So they left what they were studying to go and do something else. You've just wasted time and money. So this world that we live in now is not the same as kids are. I mean, 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds know how to operate an iPad, for goodness sake.
Yes.
Forward thinking. You have to support your children. Don't hold them down and box them. Guide them in whatever it is that they want to do in life. That's what I'm going to do with my own children. Because it's not every child that's going to be a scientist or so. I mean, we studied this thing in school. You have the right brain, left brain, creative brain, this, whatever, however. I'm not a science student, but like, facts. So I'm not a science student, but I have a degree. How did that happen? I wasn't a science student.
Well, maybe who knows? Maybe you did it to give to your dad and say, look.
No, I studied psychology because I needed to understand myself and why I was the way I was when I was younger. And because it was something I enjoyed. You know, I wanted to do law at first, but then I couldn't study law and model at the same time. It was not going to work for me. So I needed to study my second option, which was psychology. And also it was something that I enjoyed. Criminology, like, give me any case, I'll sit down and I'll give you the MO. FBI right here. Do you know what I mean?
Are you looking at the comment section? Some naughty aunties, they want to know about your love life, and somebody said exactly.
I can't see the comments anymore.
No, Plan B clothing. She says
I can't see the comments anymore.
Well, she says she wants to know about your love life, and then
please, I'm very single,
says,
so
exactly.
No. I'm single, please. So anyone that's looking, and I'm single. There's no love life. Single and searching. There's no anything in this Cape Town. There's nothing. Everybody here is just doing rubbish. So like, there's nothing. Please, I'm very single. Very, 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 very. very
so you're available.
Single and available, honey.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I know Maki Dowu has a son. And Plan B's daughter, she's a daughter. She's a girl. So, but Maki has a son, so maybe we can matchmake.
Oh, see, Jesus! Look at this becoming a matchmaking Instagram.
Yeah.
Yes. Like, I'm a handful. Let me just put that out
we
there.
shall find you a good man.
Yes, yes, please, a man that can handle all of this because
Adeola,
I'm a handful.
Can you cook?
Momo, master. Whoa. I can.
I love you. Someone is asking, how old are you? Kenny?
Oh my goodness. How old do I look? I can't see the comments anymore for some weird reason.
Yeah. She's asking, how old are you?
I'm 35. I'm 35.
Okay. 35.
I'm very proud of my age. It's
why not?
People always say, no, don't tell you. Why? I'm 35. I'm 36 in October. So yeah.
We are just loving you. Maki Idowu saying we're just loving you. Kenny Diva says omonye.
Omoto shoni me.
I'm telling you. Omoto de sure.
Omoto sure. Thank you guys so much.
Oh my days. It's been lovely speaking with you.
Likewise.
Kenny Diva says he has brothers, and Maki is saying Plan B is saying you're lovely, you know.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's so nice to see you.
She made me cry listening to her. Oh, Adeola.
Oh.
Adeola,
why can't I see? I can't see these comments anymore.
Yeah, Plan B clothing says she made me cry listening to her. You know, I'm so proud of you, Adeola. You've turned out so well. You've turned out so well.
Thank you.
Your parents are so proud. You're such a lovely girl. You know, Adeola, I always knew you were a lovely girl.
Thank you.
You always used to come to me and we spoke one-to-one when you were a teenager.
Yes,
I remember
when I was in high school.
Yes, quite a number of you used to come to me a lot.
Shake.
You were one of such lovely little girls that used to come to me, and
thank you.
You know, you are so real, like my daughter. I love you. Raised right, done great. Your parents will be so
Thank you
proud.
so
Your parents
much.
will be
Thank
so
you,
proud. Your
everyone.
parents
Thank you. I'm
will
sorry,
be
I
proud.
can't see the comments for some weird
Yeah.
reason, so I can't read them. But thank you, everybody, for the kind words.
Carla
Thank you.
Peters is one of your friends.
My
She's saying
baby.
she's the best. Love my big sister.
Oh, Carla, I love you so, so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Adeola, you're such a wonderful lady, honestly. And I wish
Thank
you
you.
all the best. You know, you are
Thank
very
you.
real. You're not artificial at all. And because of that, you will find, if it is your desire to marry, you will find a very good man in the mighty name of Jesus.
Amen. I received that one in Jesus' name.
All good,
Amen.
all that is good will come to you.
Amen.
Rolly Peters 121 is saying, well done to keep making Niger proud. Yes, you're
Thank
making
you.
Nigeria proud. World
Thank
famous
you.
Shola Adeola, I'm proud of all your
Shola.
knowing you
Thank you,
from the
Shola.
beginning. And I saw
Yes.
Toby. Do you remember Toby? Toby in Darwin College?
Which Toby?
Toby, she's now Toby Olugogi or something. Like Toby Onyiso.
Yes.
I saw her.
Really?
She came in, yes. Yes, she did.
I'm not seeing, nothing is, the comment section is not even moving on
It's
my
gone.
side anymore.
Yeah.
Yes, I can't see anything anymore. I can't see anything.
All right. So in the absence of any other thing, I'd just like to call it a day. Adeola, thank you, my darling.
It's a pleasure.
For agreeing to interview. You are so busy. So busy. Today was the first time you picked up my call.
And it was by chance. I was walking past my laptop and my laptop was going because my WhatsApp was on my laptop. And I looked and like, oh my goodness, let me just quickly, it's a lot.
But you know, it's part of my job now. I'm now a journalist. So I chase after people. To interview them, yes.
Yeah.
I chase after people. I don't mind if they say no. If they say no, I'll move to the next person.
To the next
but
one.
I will still keep asking that same person that has said no. I just keep asking till the person says yes. Eventually.
Because you know, sometimes, you know what people don't understand sometimes? I feel like people don't realize that apart from what we've been through in the past year and a half,
yes,
mentally, sometimes people don't want to deal with anybody else. But I have my days. My phone just goes off because I'm just like, I can't deal with the outside world today. Or mentally, I'm just not in this space. And that's okay. It's okay not to be okay. You know, like it's okay. So when people say no, it's not because they don't want to. Maybe they're just not in the right space to speak, you know, or whatever. So yeah, like we need to be kind to each other, kinder to each other, and just understand that people sometimes just can't deal.
You never know what people are going through.
Exactly.
So I'm also planning to bring in a mental health nurse. She's very busy at the moment, so she's told me she will come on the show. She's very busy at the moment. I think she wants to go on holiday. So she said before the end of the year, she would come on the show.
Lovely. That would be amazing.
We're looking forward to that because
we'll talk about things that people don't like talking about because they feel
need help.
And it's okay. It's okay, you know, it's okay. We can't be strong all the time.
No, we can't.
We can't be strong all the time.
And we need each other. And like the Bible says, iron sharpens iron, you know, so we need to help each other, bring each other up. When one is down, you bring the other one.
Absolutely.
All right, so Adeola, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you very much, Auntie.
I wish you all the best.
Thank you so
God bless
much.
you for honoring.
And please, Budge is making me so proud.
Oh, Budge.
He's making me so proud.
Thank
my
you.
Goodness, he's doing so well. And I'm sure you're proud of him as well.
Oh, yeah. We are really proud of him and we support him. And he's
Absolutely.
one of, you know, you said something. He's one of such children that he was doing business administration, business studies or something in the university, and he didn't like it.
You see, and look at him now.
So we didn't even know. He just stopped, and so we now had to take him to a private university, a private musical university, a private university for music engineering. Or something,
right.
So that was where he went to eventually, you know. So
I listen to his music a lot. Lot.
Yeah.
Everyone, Baj on the microphone. Please search for him, listen to his music. He's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Thank you so much
Absolutely
for that.
amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, my darling. God bless you. Thanks
Amen.
for
And you
coming.
too. Thank
Love
you
you.
so much. Love you
Mm,
so much. Thank you
yeah,
very,
darling.
very much for this.
Bye. Goodbye for now. Mwah. Thank you, everyone, for joining in. See you
Thanks,
next week.
everybody.
See you this time
Hopefully,
next
see you
week.
soon somewhere.
Yeah. All right, then. Goodbye,
Bye.
all. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.